The sun, a soft orange glow, peeked over the distant hills. It was early morning. Grandpa Ramu was already awake, as he always was. His small kitchen was filled with the comforting aroma of ginger and cardamom. He moved with a slow, practiced rhythm. He had done this every day for many, many years. It was a dance he knew by heart. The water bubbled in the old saucepan, a familiar song. He hummed a quiet tune, a melody from long ago. His eyes, though old, held a gentle light, a warmth that filled the small space. This was his sacred time, his quiet start to the day. He reached for 2 cups, not 1, but 2. They were simple clay cups, worn smooth by time and countless washings. One was for him. The other he placed carefully on the small wooden table by the window. This second cup was for Mina, his beloved wife. He poured the steaming, fragrant tea into both cups with great care. He added a little milk to one, just the way she liked it. He added a touch more sugar to hers too. He remembered every little detail, every preference. These small acts were like prayers whispered into the morning air, carrying his love. Then Grandpa Ramu would sit in his usual chair. He would look at the empty chair across from him, the chair where Mina always sat. He would sip his tea slowly. He would talk to her. He told her about the birds singing outside. He told her about the flowers in their small garden. He shared his thoughts, his small worries, his quiet joys. The chair was empty, yes, but for Grandpa Ramu, Mina was always there. Her presence was a comforting warmth, as real as the tea in his hand. He felt her spirit beside him, listening. This ritual was his anchor. It was his connection to a love that time could not fade. The world outside might change, people might come and go. But this morning tea with Mina, this was constant. It was a promise kept, a bond unbroken. The steam from her cup would rise, mingling with the morning light, and in those quiet moments, Grandpa Ramu found peace. He found strength. He found Mina, always. Mina had been gone for 5 years now. The doctor had said it was her heart. It had simply grown tired. Grandpa Ramu remembered that day. The silence in the house had been so loud. It was a silence that echoed with the absence of her laughter, her gentle voice, her bustling energy. She was the sunshine in their home. Her passing left a space that could never truly be filled. He missed her smile, the way she would hum while she cooked, the stories she would tell. Every corner of their small home held a memory of her. They had shared a lifetime together, 60 years of joys and sorrows, dreams built and challenges faced. They had watched their children grow and then their grandchildren. Mina was the heart of their family. She had a way of making everyone feel loved, feel special. Her hands were always busy, either cooking or knitting or tending to her beloved roses in the garden. Grandpa Ramu often found himself looking for her, expecting to see her walk into the room, a warm smile on her face. The ache of her absence was a constant companion. The days after she left were a blur of grief. The world seemed to lose its color. Food tasted bland. The songs on the radio felt empty. But slowly, Grandpa Ramu found a way to navigate the emptiness. He found it in the small routines they had shared. He found it in continuing the things she loved. He tended to her roses, their petals like velvet reminders of her touch. He kept the house tidy, just as she liked it, and most importantly, he continued their morning tea ritual. It was his way of keeping her close. He knew she wasn't physically there. He wasn't lost in delusion, but her spirit, her essence, that was undeniable. It lived in the scent of the spices she used, in the patterns of the tablecloths she had embroidered, in the gentle breeze that rustled the leaves of the mango tree they had planted together. Her love was woven into the fabric of his life. It was a gentle whisper in the quiet moments, a comforting presence that eased the sharpness of his loss. He held on to these whispers, these echoes of her laughter. One morning, his young grandson, little Arav, came to visit. Arav was 8 years old. He had bright, curious eyes. He watched Grandpa Ramu carefully. He saw him prepare the 2 cups of tea. He saw him place one cup by the empty chair. Arav was puzzled. He tilted his head. "Grandpa," he asked, his small voice clear in the quiet kitchen, "why do you make 2 cups of tea? Grandma Mina is in heaven with the stars, isn't she?" His innocent question hung in the air, a simple query holding a universe of meaning. Grandpa Ramu smiled gently at Arav. He beckoned the boy closer. He sat Arav on his lap. "Yes, my dear Arav," he said softly. "Your Grandma Mina is with the stars. She is watching over us." He paused, gathering his thoughts, wanting to explain in a way a child could understand. He looked at the empty chair, then back at his grandson. "But love, Arav, love is a funny thing. It doesn't just go away when someone leaves us. It stays. It stays right here in our hearts." He pointed to his own heart. "Every morning when I make tea for your grandma, it's like I'm telling her, I remember you. I love you still. It's my way of starting the day with her, just like we always did." He explained that even though he couldn't see her, he could feel her. He could feel her love. He told Arav that talking to her, sharing his tea with her, made her feel close. It was a special connection, a bridge between here and the stars where she now resided. Arav listened intently, his eyes wide. He looked at the second cup of tea. He looked at the empty chair. Then he looked back at his grandpa. "So, Grandma Mina still has tea with you every morning?" he asked, a new understanding dawning in his eyes. Grandpa Ramu nodded, his smile widening. "Yes, my little one. In a way she does. Her love is here. And as long as I remember her, as long as I love her, she will always be here with me, sharing this tea." Arav seemed to understand. He snuggled closer to his grandpa, feeling the warmth of that timeless love. Grandpa Ramu's daily ritual was more than just a habit. It was a living testament to a love that transcended the boundaries of life and death. It showed that love doesn't need a physical presence to remain strong and vibrant. It can live on in small, everyday acts. It can thrive in the quiet corners of our hearts, in the memories we cherish. Each morning, as he poured that second cup of tea, he wasn't just performing an action. He was renewing a vow, a promise of remembrance, an affirmation of enduring affection. This simple act of making tea provided Grandpa Ramu with immense emotional strength. In those quiet moments with Mina's spirit, he found comfort. He found the courage to face each day without her physical presence. The ritual connected his past, filled with shared laughter and loving companionship, to his present. It transformed his grief into a gentle companionship. It was a way of saying that though life had changed, their love story continued uninterrupted. The memories weren't just ghosts, they were active participants in his daily life. The empty chair was not a symbol of loss for him anymore. It had become a symbol of enduring connection. It represented a space filled with love, with memories, with an unbreakable bond. Mina's essence was kept alive not in grand gestures, but in this humble daily offering of tea. It was a reminder that love can be found in the mundane, in the quiet rhythms of life. It's in the way he remembered her preferences, the ginger, the extra sugar, the specific cup. These details were threads that kept her spirit woven into his days. And so, Grandpa Ramu continued. Each sunrise brought another opportunity to share a cup of tea with Mina. His actions taught everyone around him a profound lesson. They learned that love, true love, does not end. It simply changes form. It becomes a part of who we are, a gentle strength that guides us, a warm light that illuminates our path. Through his simple, unwavering devotion, Grandpa Ramu showed that Mina's memory was not just a relic of the past, but a living, breathing presence in his heart every single day.